Oh, maybe I'll cut that first part out. Hey there, folks. This is Bilbo the Vulture, and it's time for another Let's Play adventure. Do you know what this one is? I don't know whether you do. Maybe you do. You probably do now, judging by the year, judging by the message. Buckle your seatbelt, always be a safe driver. You know what those sorts of things mean. Gran Turismo 2. And I was about to say, hey, I wonder whether I should, global options. Yeah, I want to mess with the global options. I'm going to turn the music entirely off because there is copyrighted music in the game. And I forgot that simulation mode actually just gets down to motherfucking business, and it's just like, I'm going to load this up. I figure you want to play the game. You don't want to see the opening cinematic thing. And I like the opening cinematics to most of these. Well, I mean, to all of the Gran Turismo games, really. But it also contains copyrighted music, so at the risk of having a content match, I figure I'll go without. Gran Turismo 2, the real driving simulator. Very simple going into it, because I think they just realize if you enjoyed the first game, you probably just want to get into this game and just go frickin' race some cars and do some stuff. You will notice that it's not split up by brand at this point. It is split up into West City, North City, East City, and South City. If I remember right, East City is going to be Japanese cars. Yep. East City will have cars from Japan. There are more brands now. There are the same brands that you remember before. There's also Daihatsu, which was briefly sold in the United States in the 80s. They sold the Daihatsu Charade. And the Daihatsu Rocky, which was the Charade was sort of a little hatchback, and the Rocky was like a sort of like a samurai jeep kind of thing. Tamikaira, which had never been sold in the U.S. and I don't think sell very much in Japan either, like sort of a boutique car. As you can sort of see right here, they're very interesting and fancy looking, and they do some variety of tuning on Skylines too. But let's step back from all of that. I'm digressing already because it's Gran Turismo 2! Folks, this would probably top my list of desert island games. In all honesty. If I'm all honest. Hold on a second. There we go. Sorry. Because there's so much to do in this game. Granted, it all gets a little repetitive after a while if you're not interested in racing games. But I'm just going to assume you are if you're going to watch this. Yes, South City is the American makes. I'll pull one out. Plymouth, no longer among us. You got Dodge, Ford, Shelby American. Used to make Cobras back in the day. And in around this same point in time, Carroll Shelby was trying to get a more modern car set up. I think it had a V8 from an Oldsmobile Aurora, but it was a lightweight convertible two-door sort of thing. Shelby America, kind of Carroll Shelby, kind of an interesting figure in car history. But maybe one of these days when we have one of his cars, we'll check that out. Also, Vector Aeromotive. That car there, I'm not sure they actually ever made any regular full production versions of. America's attempt to build a true supercar has had a checkered history since the 1980s, but now in new hands, the company is building its aircraft-inspired car once again. Not true. It was purchased by some investors that I think also were attempting to make, were basically making a car that looked like it, based out of Lamborghini components. Although again, this they never really made too many of. The W8 twin turbo. I say like they made a ton of those. I think the end production model in the W8 twin turbo was 18. I think they made 18 of them. North City, I think, has European cars. Yes, Aston Martin, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Mini, MG, Lotus, TVR, Lister, Volkswagen, Jaguar, RUF, because at this point in time, Porsche had an exclusive game rights licensing deal with EA because they were in the Need for Speed games. I think the same thing with Ferrari. Some may argue that RUF simply modify the products of a famous German sports car maker, who we will not name here. Yeah, they're Porsches. Although, what does that leave for West City? I forget. Oh, it's other German maker or other European makers. They split Europe up into two in this one. Lancia, Citroën, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, Peugeot. None of these cars sold in the U.S. Well, I guess they're starting to bring Alfa Romeos back. And the Fiat, that's right. They have the new Fiat 500. If we go into lineup here, we'll be able to see the old Fiat 500. Oh, it's adorable. Anyways, hopping around a lot all over the place, because that's how I roll. We also noticed that in certain places it will say special event. Event. There are one-make races in this game. So the Saxo Challenge. You have to have a Saxo. Citroën Saxo. And so they have those. Like, you can check those off. Honestly, you could fill up your garage with cars and not have the right cars and combinations to go and accomplish everything that you need to. But we know you always have to do license tests in Gran Turismo games, so let's just go ahead and get started with them. I mean, what else can you do? Start from a still position and stop as quickly as possible within the area past the 1,000 meter finish line. It is best to switch from full acceleration to full braking. Hint, use the distance markers to learn where to start braking. I'm going to use an automatic. I know manual is more for a Mayan, but I'm going to be doing these and I'm going to be trying to think of clever commentary. I want to change my view. Why is the select button not letting me do that? Also, how far do I have to go here? Oh, there we go. It's Toyota Echo, folks. Well, that's what they called them here in the old United States. Hey, it's enough. It's enough for a bronze prize. Bronze. I'll accept it. I don't even need to see the replay, but I guess look at this exciting replay, and you can get the telemetry of my acceleration. It's all the way. You can also see those two green lines, my wheels pointing straight ahead. Let's exit. Oh. My, it's a new record. I'll have to put this in. That's right. B Vulture. Alright, so let's, how do I move on to the next one? Ah, right there. So in the previous test, you'll go faster and need to start braking sooner. Ah, because I'm in a Fiat Coupe, which has a little bit more power. Braking too soon will make you finish. Stop before the braking area. Braking too late will make you overrun it. These things we know to be true. Oh yeah. Thing's got way more vim and vigor to it. Listen to that mighty roar. The French, they know something about... Well, no, this is Fiat. The Italians, they know something about these hot-blooded cars, boy howdy. It's kind of funky looking, but... No, I failed! Bad news. Guess gotta do it again. I overran the area. Hey, it's got a little turbo. See, and you see the little dial to the left of our tachometer there? I do believe that is a boost gauge, turbo gauge. There's not very much that you can do having it. Oh, I just barely failed from taking too long. Boy, challenges get difficult quickly. It also probably doesn't help. Oh, it's a new record. Awesome. That's the best failing time yet. Let's go down to Failing Time Station, where Thomas and his friends are hanging out. So R1 is the button that has me do that, and then R2 is the one that has me... Yeah, look at the... Little, it has a sort of that long headlight design. Or just sort of... Well, sorry, a long clear lens, even though the lamps are sort of pointed straight. Which does make sense, don't get me wrong. Finish! Silver prize! Yeah! That probably will stand the test of time as being my best ever. I'm okay with that. Let's go to start acceleration and braking 3. Oh, we're going to be in a super fancy Skyline. Full acceleration to full braking. Need to start braking even sooner again. See, it's funny, folks. The better and better cars, better cars in this game seem to get, the comparatively worse their brakes are at getting them stopped. Because, you know, they get going a great deal quicker, and they end up weighing about the same, so they've got more momentum to deal with. I'm just saying. Hey, it was enough. Bronze prize. It's good enough for me. Hey, bronzy, bronzy, bronzy starts with B. Okay, I don't need to see this. Let's keep things moving here. B Vulture wins. Acceleration basics on a circle track. Oh, make 2 laps around this 30-meter radius circuit. Key is to maintain high speed. To do this, keep steering steadily while minutely adjusting acceleration. Feel the car shift outward as you accelerate, more inward as you accelerate less. I'd love to, but I'm not using a steering wheel and pedals. Out of course, fail. I'm all out of course. I'm so lost without you. I knew you were right, believing for so long. Okay, let's do it again. And this time, let's not cut the inside so much that we go off the course. Although I do find it amusing that this car can it's overpriced. I do find it amusing that this car is so narrow that it will fit on the curbing. I don't need to watch this car go around in a circle. You don't need to see it either. If you did need to see it, I apologize profusely, but okay, this the same thing except with a faster car, a WRX 98 WRX. How'd that do? Oh, another silver prize. Well, good. So, folks, what do you want to bet? There is another drive around in a circle, but this one is with, let's say, a Scott. No, it's, oh my gosh, it's basics of cornering, and it's in a Demio! Oh, the Demios, they're so awesome. Bean has a Demio. Oh, she has a Mazda 2, which is what they call them in the U.S. But it's a Demio! It's actually a super nice car. It's pretty neat. Let's see, left corner comes after a straightaway. Approach the corner on the outside and steer toward the apex. This is called out-in-out cornering. Try to smoothly follow the yellow line. Oh, I gotta follow a line. Also, the Demio that she has will be newer than one that you see here. Out of course, fail. You kind of don't need to, like, they say brake. Or maybe they didn't say brake in the instructions, and I'm just getting that myself. Oh, approach and steer. Oh yeah, they don't mention braking. So I guess, yeah, in theory I'm supposed to be just gunning it the whole time. Giving it some beans! I meant like giving it like a lot of strength and stuff. I didn't necessarily mean giving it bean. Try and follow that yellow line, or if you fail completely, still somehow manage to equate at the same time. Bronze prize! B-Vulture wins again! This is going to be the same corner, except start at 31. Oh, I'm starting at speed. Just brake slightly to slow a bit for this corner. Uh-oh. Hey, an Integra. Those are nice. Alright, another bronze prize. I didn't really follow the line that well, but I managed to score my bronze prize. That's what I need. Now, this test is the same high corner radius, the same corner radius as the last test, but it's a right corner instead. What? What? Brake slightly to clear this corner. Try to smoothly follow. I have to be able to turn left and right? What is this? Something other than NASCAR? Oh. No. I'm trying to start some kind of beef with NASCAR fans. Bronze prize? Oh, nice. I was not sure if I was going to make it. But it looks like we made it. So, I'm pleased of that. An S-turn. 2 consecutive out-and-out maneuvers in a Ford Cougar, which was sold as a Mercury Cougar in the United States. I'd forgotten about the existence of the Ford Cougar. Not as a car, generally speaking, but I legitimately forgotten about this sort of its sort of final iteration before the Mercury name and everything sort of came to an untimely end. Yeah. They didn't sell that well, but for people that enjoyed sort of the front-wheel drive sport coupe, it was an interesting thing. And this one will be going faster than the last test, so I brake more solidly before entering the corner. So it's a very similar sort of a thing, except yeah, I'm already going to be underway. 19, 20, 21. Yeah! Who's got the bronze prize? Bobo's got the bronze prize. I got the bronze prize, sucker. Got my bronze prize. I suppose we can celebrate by watching this one replay. Watch the car wobble all over hell and gone as I drive it to the finish. Go, teal mermaid car. I win. B license acquired. Save game? Sure, I'll save the game. I'll save. I'll start saving. I got no other data on that card, I do not believe. Wow, I forgot how much data there was. That's the thing, like, if I remember right, Gran Turismo's 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 1. There were 15 blocks on the memory card, and just the simulation mode data would take up 5 blocks. Take up a third of your memory card. Right there. Wait, no. I've got the license. I don't need to do anything else. I'm done here. And I suppose I'm done for this video, really. I was just giving myself a little brief introduction into Gran Turismo land. I may get my A license next time, and then get my international. I may just, I don't know. I may go through just all of the internet or all of the license tests first, but maybe what I'll do is I'll go to my house here. I haven't seen my home. I have 10,000 credits and a garage that's empty. Or naturally aspirated. I don't really know. Game status. Percent complete? None. Yeah, see folks, in order to get 100% completion, you're going to have to go through and win all of those little mini sub-games and stuff too. It's going to be difficult. Is it going to be doable? Yeah, probably. But 10,000 credits. And as you can imagine, 10,000 credits ain't going to buy us much. I'm going to go to South City here and check out one of my favorite muscle cars. We got a lineup here. What can we buy? Could we buy a Mercury Cougar? Actually, surprisingly cheap. And yet, no, we can't. This is back in the days when the Mercury Cougar was based off of the Mustang platform. It was just sort of a more gentlemanly looking version. Yeah, I want that. Can I buy that on credit? Not enough credits. Oh, wah, wah. And no, there's nothing you can really do for credit. I believe there are a couple of places that you can get. Yeah, Mustang GT. 224 horsepower. Yeah, old muscle cars in this game are given a slight advantage over what they ordinarily would have by the way that the difference in gross versus net horsepower, how much the horsepower the engine can make just running freely by itself versus how much it can make trying to pull the weight of the wheels of the car or spin the weight of the wheels of the car, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, probably gonna have to go find used cars, and this is the one thing that Japanese cars still have in this game over every other make or every other country. In the first game, they were pretty much the only cars you could get. You could get a couple of Dodges and a couple of Chevys, but it was mostly Japanese cars. In this one, they're still the only place to go to get quote-unquote used cars, even though you can obviously get classic muscle cars and stuff you could buy there, but I like to just go find random used models. That's the only place to go, but that's okay, folks. You'll learn all this in time. What am I kidding? You probably all already know this. But either way, folks, this is Bobo the Vulture. This is Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, getting kicked off. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you in future episodes. Bye-bye now.